If you're a beginner, this workout is going to look too simple. That's exactly why it works. Because the biggest mistake beginners make isn't the exercise selection, it's how they apply effort and recovery. This is a true beginner high intensity training workout. Not a pump routine, not a circuit. This is a full body workout built to develop strength, control, and recovery from the ground up. I show you the exact exercises, how the sets are performed, and how often this should be done. Here's the structure.
The most. What stimulates you? What motivates you? Get it up.
Okay, we're starting with leg press here. Get the largest muscle group out of the way. Adjust the seat all the way forward. Hands on your knees. We're doing that first set, the warm-up set, between 10 to 15 repetitions. Moving the weight slow. Using a weight that's fairly medium to heavy, not heavy of course, but this is just basically a set that serves for mental preparation, physical warm-up, mental warm-up, get you guys into the zone, so to speak, right? So as you can tell, I'm not locking my knees out. Even during the warm-up, I get the right movement going where I do not lock my knees out. I want to make sure I engage my legs, okay, without locking your knees. Changing the weight up 30-40% more, and let's get that actual true set going here. Our rep range is going to be 12 to 20, okay, where 20 being the last repetition. The highest rep will be 20. So my goal is to get no less than 12 and no more than 20. Once you reach 20, you increase the weight. See how slow and controlled I move the weight. I completely engage my quads. I hold onto the bars slightly. I don't grip the bars too hard because that'll only lead to higher blood pressure. It'll, it's not something you want to do. Keep your hands relaxed. Use your legs. All right, control it and push the weight through your heels. Try to do that. You're gonna feel a difference in as far as how your body or how your muscles are engaging. Okay, so you engage your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, the entire lower body really. Everything is slow and controlled. There's no momentum, zero momentum training. Everything is completely muscular control. And that's where high intensity training is different. Okay, we're not doing any explosive lifts. Everything is precision and safety and failure. We're going to get to a point where we can barely do another rep or two. Actually, ideal would be to get to the point where you absolutely, in perfect form, without breaking technique, fail to move the weight. I selected this particular leg press because it's safer than any other leg press. So if you have that piece of machinery, definitely use it. See, here we go. I'm fighting. And that's exactly what you gotta do. You gotta fight through those last 2 or 3 reps because only those last 2 or 3 reps are the ones that matter truly. Here we go. That's it. Failure. Alright guys, moving right into the chest press. Making sure my adjustment is right. You want to make sure that chest, when you're pressing the weight out, you want to be right at the center of your chest. Okay, keep your elbows a little higher. Don't drop them too far down. Get a nice full range. Go as far back as you can possibly get. Like whatever feels good for you. If there's any kind of pain in the shoulder, be careful. Don't go as far, of course, but go as far as you can. Okay. The further the range of motion, the better. Okay. Get a nice stretch, pre-stretch that. And this one set here, this warm-up set is just a mental warm-up, like I already said. Just getting you sort of like prepared for the true set that's following this one, okay? Yeah, maybe like a 70% set I would call it. Not even 80, 70. And here we go. Alright, enough playing around. Let's get to the true set, okay? We were warmed up and mentally prepared for this. I increased the weight, of course. Okay. Get mentally into this. So like, if you have to meditate, do it. whatever helps you. Okay, so this is important. This is going to be your growth set. This is where you stimulate the muscle to grow. We're using very slow, controlled, full range movement. See how far I go back at this thing? Yeah, you don't want to go ahead and just push to the top end of it. We're going to go all the way back. All right, push your chest up high, get a full range. That's the nice thing about having this machine. You can go full range, you know. Can't do that with a barbell or a Smith machine. But if that's all you have, then that's okay too. But I'm just going to use these machines as a nice little instructional tool for you guys to see because I love them. Now those machines are probably the far best machines you can possibly get along with hammer strength. All right, I keep on going here. Press through your chest. Okay, this exercise really improves your chest thickness. Of course, your delts as well and your triceps. So it works all these three major muscle groups. All right. Sometimes I close my eyes, as you can see. It asks a little bit more in my own ways of meditating for the actual set. Trying to not look at anything else or just really focus in and meditate into it and really get into each set. Because it is only one set. You only have the one set to do. There's no second chance, guys. This is it. All right. And again, you will try to hold your breath. Try not to do that. You know, learn how to train the proper way. There you go. That's it. And failure. All right, let's get exercise number 3, and we're just going to be a reverse grip pull down. Not a white grip pull down, but a reverse grip pull down. You work your biceps, your latissimus, your rear delts, even your abdominals is being trained right here. See, again, don't have to repeat this again, but slow, controlled movements. When you're pulling the weight down, you want to make sure that bar hits your chest all the way, and you close up your chest. You hold it there for like a split second, maybe even more than just a second. Make it 2 seconds, okay? So bring the weight down, slow and controlled. Work that static range, which is what we're doing right now. Is your static contraction is when you actually holding the weight in a fully contracted position, which is going to be right here. Okay, you make sure you don't bounce the weight around. And this is actually one of the best grip variations there is. Now, weight's being increased, of course. And I'm going to go for the real true set here. All right, let's do this. All right, chest is up high, and then the elbows come down and around your body, and bring that bar right to your chest. Beautiful, nice and controlled. Keep your elbows close together. Give it a nice stretch, and bring the bar down again. Between 6 to 10, 6 to 12 repetition is ideal here. Okay. A lot of people use way too much weight here. They're also making a mistake using a wide grip. The wide grip does not give you the full range of movement. This is much better range of motion right here. Okay. And it works your biceps. It's one of the best biceps exercises there is. At this point, we're not doing any additional biceps work, so this is gonna do the trick. It's a true set right here. I'm going to the point of muscular failure. Yeah, you want to kind of like throw it away, but you do not want to throw it away. But instinctively you want to do that, right? Because you want to get that damn sucker down, but not at the cost of form. Don't break your form. Don't break your technique. Very important. All right. Moving on. Another great back exercise. This time it's a rowing movement. So you got to think of your back as your latissimus muscle, which makes up your width of your back. Gives you a nice V taper. But the rowing movements will work on the trapezius, the rhomboids, everything that you don't really see from the front, but what you see from the back. So this is also very important for your posture. So making sure chest is up high, you're not moving away from the padding. So you keep your chest on there, get a nice pre-stretch, come down all the way. Then you rotate your shoulder blades back, you shrug your shoulder blades back first, then you follow through with your arms, okay? That's very important. Again, slow and controlled. You bring the weight all the way back, you hold the weight just for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds. Come down slowly, give it a good pre-stretch. Again, a lot of people here are using way too much weight, so be very careful. Check your ego at the door, okay? Go slow, go controlled, and make sure you get full range of movement. That means all the way back without lifting your chest off the bench. That's very important. Keep breathing and control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. Let me repeat this. Control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. Yeah, again, another warm-up set just to get mentally ready for the actual true set to follow. Okay. Actually, it's the first time I ever trained myself. Just kidding. This is narration version of my videos now. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know if you do. So, this is the actual set. The true set is happening right now. So, I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. I'm mentally ready to do this. Repetition range between 6 to 12, I would say. Again, for all upper body movements, that's pretty much a good range of repetitions, 6 to 12. Nothing high reps. Somewhere around the 6 to 10, 6 to 12 range is actually ideal for increasing strength, increasing muscular size in the upper body. All right. Now, your back, really two-dimensional in a sense. You got your latissimus, your width, your V-taper, and then you get your rhomboids. And if you don't contract your rhomboids by pulling your shoulder blades back, you're never going to get your back involved. You're working your arms only. So, you got to actually feel this. Think about me putting a finger right in the back of your rhomboids behind your neck, below it, between your shoulder blades, and you squeeze my finger together, right? So you're really focusing in on your back. We don't see our back moving, so it's hard to connect. You have to find a way to connect to your back. And that usually starts with less weight, and then you progressively build your weight up, okay? Yeah, this is a tough set right here. And I like the machine because you can really control the movement. All right, let's go ahead and train our shoulders. This is going to be one of my favorite exercises for shoulders, the side lateral machine. Now, see, I just point towards that red dot up there. That's how you adjust your shoulder height. So you're going to sit right there. That red dot is. That red dot kind of like is in alignment with your shoulder, rotation of your shoulder. You're in sync now with the movement. You're not too high, you're not too low. And this exercise is by far superior than a lateral dumbbell raise. However, you can do dumbbells if that's all you have, that's fine, or cables. But if you have a machine, you should use the machine, the side lateral machine. This case is a novice side lateral, which tops it off, right? Slow controlled again. Let's go ahead and do a 8 or 10, 8 or 12 rep warm-up set here. I hold the top. See how I actually make sure I hold the top to a full, maybe 2 seconds even, and then lower the weight under control. No momentum training, zero momentum training. Very important again. Hold and lower slowly. Yep. Here we go. The real set. The true set is happening. Again, I adjust my shoulders, making sure I don't sit too low or too high. All right, keep my head straight, chest up, raise the weight up, hold it, and control the way down. Good. And hold, lock down, and come down slowly and controlled. Keep that up. 6 to 12 repetitions. Works the overall shoulder head. Every ounce of muscle in your shoulder is being worked here, trust me. Not just the side lateral heads, you work the entire shoulder head. By far, probably the most important exercise for your deltoids. It even works your neck, of course, a little bit too, but primarily your shoulders. This set is taken to true failure. No jerking movements, holding it, especially on the shoulders. Be very careful. Control the weight, don't let the weight control you, like I already said earlier. And breathing the entire time. You're breathing in and out. You don't hold your breath. Slow and controlled. There you go. When you hit the sticking point, don't jerk the weight up, especially not for shoulders. All right, we call this the upper body squat, which is a dip bar, free weight dips. On the dip bar is fine, but I like the machine. You can control it better. Keep your elbows tight. These bars actually flip in and out, so you want to flip. You make sure they flip the inside, so you keep your elbows close to you. The wider you go in the elbows, the more chest is involved. You want to isolate your triceps a little bit more. You really can't isolate your triceps, but that's the best grip position to be in. Okay, so make sure the seat. Also, you saw me adjust the seat a little bit, so I'm a little bit lower. That where I get more range of movement. This also hits your front deltoid, by the way. So a lot of the exercises we're doing here, they're overlapping, as you can tell. That's exactly what we want to do. We're going to overlap a little bit and just gain some raw strength and power, and make sure, again here, okay, here's the thing about locking the elbow. You can lock your elbows, that's fine. Particularly with this machine, because you're leaning forward a little bit, you can lock your elbows and get some full contraction out of it, okay? Usually most compound movements I don't have you lock the elbows, but this one is fine. Alright, ready for action here for the true set. Some of these machines come with a nice seat belt. This one doesn't have one, but if you have a seat belt, that's great. Strap it on for sure. Elbows close in. And then press with power, but not with momentum, not with explosiveness. Okay? Come down, get a nice pre-stretch, and then power that weight down, but not with explosiveness. You don't want to avoid explosive movement altogether. It does not build more power. Okay, that's a misconception. It's a myth. You train controlled and slow, therefore you're limiting the amount of force on your joints, connective tissue, and you're maximizing the amount of resistance against the muscle. It's all about contraction, guys. It's not about lifting weights. You're trying to achieve the highest muscular contraction. Remember that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I love this exercise. I really do. I'm actually very strong at it too. Keep on going. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. And I think that's about it. 6 to 12 reps. That's good. All right, the last exercise of today. We're going to be doing a lower back extension machine. Of course, you can use a hyperextension bench if you need to and you don't have that machine. Some gyms don't have it, but this one happens to be the best one I've ever worked on. So you can really lock in your lower back movement here without having to worry about putting stress in your spine. Okay, so this is very controlled, very smooth. Especially the lower back is a very delicate area. I gotta be careful. And most of the guys have to be careful. The lower back is weak. Everything else is weak. You know, you have a little weak lower back. Everything else falls apart. Especially as you're getting older. But even if you're younger, you gotta have a strong lower back. Okay. So this machine allows you to go full range. I keep my back nice and tight and straight. Keep my chest elevated a little bit. I try to go as far down as I can, so, but not to the point where the weight stack hits. That's with all the exercises. You want that weight stack to hit the bottom, come right forward and come right back up. On this exercise, I don't go too far back, however, because I feel that I go too far back, I lose tension on the back. So you're gonna have to play it how you feel. You know, some machines are different; they get heavier towards the end. But again, slow, controlled. 3-4 seconds up, 3-4 seconds down. No momentum training, zero momentum training. High intensity effort. Alright, here we go. The actual set. Again, same structure. Again, 10 to 15 reps is ideal here. 10 to 15 is ideal. That's a good rep range for your lower back. On the 6th repetition range, it's a little bit too heavy. So I would say 10 to 15 is ideal. Okay. I also don't pull my hands on those handlebars. They're just there for safety, to secure myself. and I pull my back. I consciously really put my mind to my back, contract my lower back, spinal rectors, the foundation of everything, okay? Chest is up high, push my chest out a little bit, suck my fat ass gut in. Well, I'm currently dieting for new videos, so you'll be watching me get all ripped up real soon here. But I wanted to get some stuff out for you so you can see how to properly perform high intensity training. And this is our full body workout. That's pretty much hits every muscle group in your body right there. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do some abs, that's fine. Go for it. Some crunches, crunch machine, hanging leg raises, stuff like that works fine. But the core of all this are these 7 exercises. And especially when it comes to lower back, super slow and controlled. Don't jerk the weight up here. Don't rock it or don't explode into it. Super controlled, okay? All right, perfect. Yeah, try to push a little bit further. There you go. Actually, first time I'm training myself. I hope you guys like this narrated video. Again, please leave a comment in the comment section, okay? This really helps the algorithm and it helps me finding out more about what you guys like to see in the future. And hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, of course. I think that's about it. Okay, that's it. Nope, that's it. All right.
In the next video, I'll show you how to progress this without compromising recovery. Subscribe if you train with purpose. And for the full system, go to highintensitycoach.com.
You want the truth? You never train with truth. High intensity training is the truth.